let me get some more questions from you guys. And it looks like what other? Let me look through here real quick. Let me look through some of this. I'm trying to look through the chats, guys. So hopefully I can do that. Great Giraffe says this. Scroll. Someone told me to scroll 5 times. It was you. I love it. I love it. Can you provide some examples of successful tech sales deals or clients you have worked with in the past? Well, I can't. I work for a public company, so I can't share client success or things like that. But what I would tell you is this, right? Over the last, let's just say 5 years that I've been in tech sales, I've probably closed close to 20 million in revenue, right? Over 20 million in revenue that's assigned to my ultimate responsibilities. And that was just me being an individual contributor and running those sales cycles, right? Client sizes, these are Fortune 500, Fortune 1000, or Fortune 10 type companies. And that's all I can tell you, because obviously you can't share that sort of public information or non-public information with, there's rights and things like that in certain things that you can share. But large deals. My largest deal that I've ever closed was at one point in time, about 2.3 million. And think about the commission on something like that. The commission on something that is pretty insane, right? Just that commission itself was well over 300 grand. Just imagine getting paid 300 grand for a deal that you've closed. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. What did I do with that? It's life-changing. It's life-changing, John, right? So, what do I do with that? Of course, pay off student loans, buy rental properties. That's what I did. Paid off student loans, buy rental properties. That's exactly what I did with that money. Before you know it, we, bought our primary home, bought a boat, all that sort of stuff, right? Put our kids through private school. All that sort of stuff is because of the work that I've done within tech sales. And it continues to happen. It continues to happen. Chad says, any tips on networking? Do you attend conferences? Guys, networking is important. That's why we have the Black Heights community in the first place. It's an opportunity for you to network. If you become part of the Patreon, you will see that in the community, we had a Discord. We have people that you can tap into. It's all about the networking, guys. It's all about the freaking networking. That's what it's about. It's about meeting gentlemen like John, meeting gentlemen like Damon, who's going to be with us later today, and having our kids run around and celebrate my son's birthday. These are great people. It's about meeting wonderful women like Brandy Stevens, who I met Jonathan through his wife, right? And so forth. When you have a community of people that are like-minded, going in the right direction, you will ultimately see that you're going to network, and it's going to create opportunities for you. But let's talk about the conferences and things like that. Go to conferences, guys. Go to conferences. It's important to go to conferences. Do I go to conferences? I create conferences. That's what I do. I do get a chance to go and network with people every once in a while. More of company events for the company that I work for, and leverage those opportunities to network with people, and then I create them for myself and my platform. That's what I do. From the chili cook-off that we had earlier this year to my 39th birthday celebration. We're planning my 40th celebration for this year, and the people that are going to be coming to that, it's all network opportunities for a lot of folks. So for you, join the Black Heights Patreon, and you'll be part of a large network that already exists. But second of all, yes, go to conferences, go to tech conferences. When you go to these tech conferences, don't look at it as in, what you're going to get out of it. Look at it as what value you're going to provide to somebody else. If you operate that way, going into a conference saying, what is it that I can handle? Let's just say John was at a conference. I wanted to meet him. I saw him looking fly in this, wonderful outfit, and I wanted to meet this brother. I'll come to him and saying something like, hey, you know what? My name's Antoine Wade. I'm really good at tech sales. I would love to just learn a little bit more about you, right? The fact that I told him that I was really good at tech sales, or I was really good at becoming a developer or something along those lines, he would understand, like, oh, maybe this guy could be useful for me. And I would try to, help him out. What is it that I can help you out with? I have a coaching company. Do you need coaching or something like that? I would try to provide value to him before I even ask him for anything in return. Before I ask him anything in return. If you do that, you will see how your relationships will expand. You will get more opportunities, because a lot of times people go to these network conferences or these tech conferences, and they go there trying to get something from out of people, and people can smell that, guys. People can smell it. It's like, somebody, when I was on the boat dock just now picking up John, and they're like, hey, Antoine, you got a nice boat. Can I ride on it? Fuck no, you're not going to ride on my boat right away, man. No, right? That's what people do in conferences a lot of times. They try to get something out of you, right? So don't go there saying, hey, you know what? Like, let me jump on your boat. No, say, hey, that's a nice boat. Can I clean it for you? Right? I know somebody who, cleans boats. Can I recommend them? And then you will see how your opportunities to expand in those, and you really would create some really strong networks if you go to conferences doing things like that. Hopefully that answers your question, man. Teresa says, my lovely wife says, I am jealous right now. Hey, babe, don't be jealous. You was out here yesterday. She was out here yesterday.
My time now.
Tech Job Tina says, good Lord, 300K, that's big. Yeah, that's big, man. That's absolutely big. Lori retracted the message. Jason Rich said, what metrics do you use to measure your sales performance and track your success? Well, there's only one metric that I think that's important: revenue. There's only one metric that I think that's most important. That's revenue. But there's tons of metrics that we have out there, right? And pipeline generation is what I would say is that funnel, right? That's the important part of it. You have to make sure you're having pipeline, you're building pipeline, right? So what opportunities do you have in there, right? Are you making the right calls? Are you sending out the right emails? All of that, Jason, are, metrics, key metrics that you can leverage in order for you to see how you're doing in your sales performance. But ultimately, it comes back down to revenue. That's what it comes back down to. Companies are going to measure you based on the amount of revenue you generate. You can have as much pipeline as you want. But ultimately, if you're not closing deals, that pipeline is garbage. Everybody can go in the CRM system and enter, hey, you know what? I got this deal with Antoine Wade. He's the CEO of this company, Black Heights or whatever it is. And I could potentially sell him $2 million. You can generate that. You can create that all you want within your CRM system. But are you actually closing deals? Are you closing a $5,000 deal? Are you closing a $10,000 deal? Are you closing a $100,000 deal? Do you have the ability to close people? So it comes back down to revenue, guys. Brandy says, joining the Black Heights has a ripple effect for our success. I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. I absolutely love it. My brother Christian is in the house. Our brother Christian, man, he's absolutely crushing right now in tech sales as well too. Just landed one of opportunity to lead a major account and give them a fantastic demo, right? He's doing some fantastic things in tech sales. Just made the transition from listening to the Black Heights community, and he's going to crush it in tech sales. He's already been in sales before, and now it's time for him to make the big time money. Now with where we are doing that. The Life of Cam said, I learned so much and accomplished even more thanks to BH community information and networking is powerful. I love it, Life of Cam. And brother Cam is taking advantage of this opportunity from Japan. From Japan, guys. Being in Japan, and he's taking advantage of this opportunity. Absolutely fantastic. All right, the ripple effect says, I learned so much. Okay, somebody deleted, the message deleted by Life of Cam. Something about smoking weed or something like that. Well, you can choose to do that. Some people have a use for weed or whatever it is. I have no idea what the question was you having. It looks like Cam actually deleted it. Does smoking weed make short people high? That was the question that the dude had, man. Thank you for trolling. It's let's get serious. That's what you have to do. You have to get serious in life, man. You know what? I know there's times for having fun, right? But this is a conversation where we get serious, right? So try to get serious. And let me not get too close to this boat over here, guys. Check this out. This is what happens when you start to drift. You get too close to people, and people don't like people getting too close in their boats, man. And not only that, it's kind of dangerous too. But anyway, guys, I hope I've answered your questions that you had. My boat's starting to beat right now because I'm in some a little bit of, actually, you know what? The depth is actually we're in 16 feet right now, so we're deep, man. Oh, that's what it's telling me. It's deep out here. It's deep.
Bad boat, man.
I love it.
It's a bad boat.
I love it, man. I absolutely love it, guys. That's all I wanted to come to you with today. I wanted to make this a show and get our brother Jonathan Stevens in here to share with you pop, man. Pop. You know what I mean? And if you guys don't know what pop means, you know what? You got to go back and listen to the show. right? That's what you should do. Go back and listen to the show. Go back and listen to the show, because that's what this title of the show is going to be when I have my editor go out here and chop it up. But I'll tell you, I'll give you a secret. The power of possibilities, guys. The power of possibilities. Surround yourself with the right people, and you will see that you'll be on your way. Until next time, guys. Peace.